Everybody still doing good? Yeah. All right. My name's Craig. I'll tell you a little about myself. I grew up in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah.
Yes. Also known as the city that never sleeps with a black person. What a racist city. Actually bums me out to make that joke because there are a lot of things I really like about Arizona. The weather is great for me. I don't know if you can tell. This is not really a body that was made for winter time. I don't know if that's clear. I'm going to show you what I'm working with real quick. There's nothing. My upper arm is actually skinnier than my forearm. You can't see that? It's like the arm Popeye's anorexic sister would have. I have a lot of body hair, which I'm also self-conscious about, and it's another one of those things where I feel like if I was a bigger guy, it would make sense, but a lot of body hair on this frame is like, it's like one of those 80s movies where the dork is just starting to turn into a werewolf, you know? And he's like, yeah! And he's waiting for the body to get all ripped and awesome, but that never happens for me, so I'm just phase 1 werewolf.
You want it to be too. You can't. It's against the club rules. Turn this one.
And really, I'm so physically weak. It's really sad. Like when I take a girl out to dinner and I push her chair in for her, I really have to like put my whole body into it, you know? I was like, there you go, sweetie. Like, take her out for a drink afterwards and some guy starts hitting on her and she's like, you gonna do anything about this? I have to be like, no. That's totally impractical. If this man punched me in the solar plexus, I would shatter like Angry Bird scaffolding. And no, what are you talking about? So I am single. And I do try and date as much as possible. I have a lot of married friends, which helps. I've noticed my married friends try and set me up a lot. The men and the women. But I have noticed, like, I feel like married women try to set me up on dates because they want me to actually meet someone and maybe get into a meaningful relationship. Whereas married men always seem to be trying to set me up with women who they want to fuck but can't now. Like, that's what's driving them. So married women are like, you gotta meet my friend Sarah. And married men are like, you gotta fuck this girl Kathy. You gotta do it for all of us. And it's like, fuck. Like I'm supposed to be their bachelor avatar or something. And like, it's too much pressure. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, just because I'm single doesn't mean I'm fucking Sam Malone. Like, the fact that Sam Malone is my reference point is proof that I'm not Sam Malone. You know what I mean?
Woo!
Thank you. I'm getting older, it's true. A lot of my friends are having kids now, which kind of blows my mind. I mean, I like kids. I feel like I really want to adopt kids one day. I do. And that's nothing against people who want to have their own kids. I just feel like there are so many children out there already who are in need, and if we can help them out, we should. I really feel that way. But I also know that I'm an impatient guy, and kids can be a handful, and I'm just worried that one day my adopted son is going to push me to my limit, and I'm just going to snap and be like, dude, you know I'm doing you a fucking favor, right? Wait. That didn't come out right. I mean, I love you. It's just... I think you could work on showing me a little more respect because right now I am your father and I feel like I deserve that respect because, let's be honest, things were not looking awesome for you before I came along, and I just wanted to recognize there was a nun who would rub your back once a day and that's all the human contact you've got. That's the road you were going down. This isn't coming around right again. You're the light of my life. You absolutely are. It's just you make me angry sometimes. And when that happens, it's hard because honestly, I have no biological instinct to protect you, and that's just an extra battle I have to fight mentally. This conversation really got away from me. It's just fucking ice cream. I'm an adult, I have to think about this stuff now. The thing that's weird about being in my 30s, I've noticed is I've started to notice I have a lot of pretty wild friends. And they were really fun in our 20s, but now they're starting to get kind of troubling in our 30s. And I feel judgmental saying that, but it's true. Like, I have this friend, Brandy, we'll call her. And constant party girl. And my attitude about her always used to be like, oh my god, Brandy did like 8 shots last night and went home with some guy. She's fucking out of control. And now I'm like, Brandy did like 8 shots like night and went home with some guy. She is out of control. Like, for reals, we need to do something. And who am I to no, I'm right. She needs to fucking rein it in. It's out of control. I was talking to her on the way over here. You have no idea how bad it is. I don't want to get negative though. I want to tell you guys an inspiring story. This is entirely true. I saw one of those sign spinners on Melrose and La Brea the other day. You know those guys? They like stand out on the corner and they listen to music and they spin those signs for Jiffy Lube. Like, it's always Jiffy Lube. I don't know why that company only advertises via human billboard, but works for them. Not the point. The point is, normally those sign spinners really depress me. And I think it's because as someone in show business, I'm worried that I'm always 2 missed opportunities away from having that job myself. So every time I see them, I'm like, oh shit, no, it's not you yet. You're doing fine. Don't look at his eyes. Don't look at his eyes. More often than not, they just have that 1,000-yard stare, and I always feel like they're listening to Jim Morrison poetry, and their headphones just like, blood boots, killer storm, fool's gold, God into heaven. Jim Morrison was so fucking overrated. This is my point. I feel like as a nation we should admit that we fucked up idolizing that guy. No, that's not the point. The point is, I saw this sign spinner, and the thing is, this guy was incredible. He was like doing helicopter moves and bouncing the thing off his foot and catching it behind his back. It was like Cirque du Soleil shit. And all the cars were honking and cheering for this guy, and like, I don't know what he did to motivate himself, like if he asked to be paid in cocaine, or like if he just had some awesome personalized mix that was like, you're the best around, Jared. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down, Jared. But whatever he was doing was really working. And when I was watching this guy, I was just thinking, you know what? If things don't go well, like if this whole thing doesn't work out, that actually would be a fun job to have for like half an hour if I was drunk. That's my inspiring story. In this economy, you know, it's something. I'm going to tell you one more. This also really happened. I was in Trader Joe's the other day, and I bought all my groceries, and I had my shopping cart, and I had to get rid of it. And the other shopping carts were stacked up about like 8 feet away. And I'm like, I'm going to try something. So I just like pushed my shopping cart away from me, and it had like the one bad wheel, so I tried to account for that, like I went at a 30-degree angle, and it just glided so perfectly and just slotted in right behind these other shopping carts, and I was like, fuck, and it was this amazing moment, but I still felt like, God, I wish someone else had seen that. And as I was thinking that, I hear this guy behind me go, whoa. And I was like, fuck, you hear? And like, what I should have done in retrospect would just been like, and like walked to my car, and I was like, did I know? Did you see that? Like, I totally undercut my coolness. But it was still like the best thing that happened to me all week. So there you go. That's my time. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Woo! Give it up for Craig Potts. And now coming to the stage, our headliner. Ladies and gentlemen, a real treat for the show. Give it up for Miss Lori Kilmartin.